This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for February 10, 2023, 67-year-old electrician murdered in Westmoreland. An elderly electrician was gunned down at a shop in Westmoreland on Wednesday night. He is 67-year-old Luton Duck-Eye Brown of Old Hope in the parish. The police say the shooting happened shortly after 8 o'clock. They reported that Brown was at a shop in the community of Broughton when he was approached by an assailant who opened the fire, hitting him. The police were called and the injured man was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The murder is under investigation. St. Anne police charged 2 men found with stolen items. The St. Anne police have charged 2 men with burglary and larceny, malicious destruction of property, and receiving stolen property after they were allegedly held with property stolen from a house in Belair, Runaway Bay in St. Anne on Tuesday, February 3. Charged are 24-year-old Trey Donovan, otherwise called Tallman, a laborer of Gordon Town, and the 22-year-old Demani Buchanan, otherwise called Smokey, a handyman of Middle Street, both in Exchange District, St. Anne. Reports from the St. Anne's Bay Police are that about 8:30 p.m., the complainant left his home and upon his return, he realized his house was broken into and the several pieces of appliances, cellular phone accessories, and the cash were stolen. A report was made to the police and an investigation was launched. During the investigation, the stolen items were found in possession of both Donovan and Buchanan, who were later arrested. Following a question and answer session in the presence of their attorneys, Donovan and Buchanan were charged. Their court dates have not been finalized. About 9,000 tourism workers enrolled on pension scheme. As the first anniversary of the tourism workers pension scheme nears, the Ministry of Tourism is reporting that about 9,000 workers are enrolled. The government provided $1 billion of seed money to allow for immediate benefits for people nearing retirement. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett said there has been a steady take-up by workers who have so far contributed about $400 million to the fund. The pension scheme will be a year old in March. We're hoping that by the time we get to the anniversary of 1 year, we would have cleared the 10,000 mark in terms of membership and no doubt be close to $500 million, said Mr. Bartlett.
The pension program would be a year old in March, and already we have just about 9,000 contributing members, and we have just about 400 million Jamaican that they have contributed on top of the 1 billion that Jamaica government has contributed. So the fund is building. We're hoping that by the time we get to the anniversary of 1 year, we would have cleared the 10,000 mark in terms of membership and no doubt be close to $500 million.
Work begins on Mandeville traffic plan. Work has started on the long-awaited traffic plan for the town of Mandeville, Manchester. The work got underway Monday along Main Street, which leads to the Mandeville Town Center. Motorists are also expressing relief as the new configuration along the major thoroughfare is expected to significantly enhance the flow of traffic and reduce congestion in the town center. Shirley Johnson, head of the Central Manchester Taxi Association, has welcomed the start of works to implement the plan.
I'm proud, I'm happy, because Mandeville is overcrowded with traffic. And to do anything at all to get rid of some of the traffic out of the town is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for the taxi operators, because they are the one who is driving in the town sometime or 20 times for the day. So when you get the traffic out of the town, it is so wonderful for the taxi operators.
Indian couple found guilty of human trafficking. An Indian businessman and his wife were today found guilty of human trafficking in connection to an Indian man who was lured to Jamaica for a store manager's job but was also forced to carry out domestic work in the couple's house for 3 years. The couple is scheduled for sentencing on February 24. The victim, who was isolated from his friends and the family and was not allowed to make phone calls while living with the couple, ended up trying to take his life in 2017 and eventually escaped and made a report to the Passport, Immigration and the Citizenship Agency in May 2019. Rashan Shiguri and his wife Donette, who broke down in tears, were found guilty of human trafficking, facilitating human trafficking, and the concealment of travel documents by Justice Judith Pusey following a trial in the Home Circuit Court. The husband is said to have enticed the victim with a job after his father suffered a stroke and his father started experiencing financial difficulties in India. The victim was sent a contract in which he was told that he would be provided with accommodation, medical coverage, transportation, and food. It was also agreed that he would be paid 10,000 rupees, approximately Jamaican $18,691 annually, and that a part of the money would be sent home to his family. The contract also said that his contract could be terminated within the first 2 years and he would be required to find his airfare home. However, he was given a second contract, which was for 4 years when he arrived in the island. It detailed that he would only be paid 10,000 rupees for the last 2 years and that the money would be paid annually at the end of each year. It would be sent to his family. The court heard that when the victim arrived, he was surprised to learn that he would be living with the couple. A day after, he was told that he would be required to do housework, and a list of duties, including cooking, cleaning, and washing, was prepared by the wife. He would get up at 6 a.m. and prepare breakfast for the family, and mop the house and leave for the store job at 7 a.m. and return at 8 p.m. when he would prepare dinner and do more housework. The victim was completely isolated from his family and friends after his phone mysteriously disappeared and he was not allowed to travel outside of work and was also not paid. Tips he earned were taken away from him by the businessman. The court also heard that the businessman had slapped the victim in his face in front of customers and had also thrown a fan at his head in the store. He was also abused at the couple's home. The couple, in the meantime, had denied taking advantage of the victim. They claimed he had keys to the home and could go as he pleased, and that he slept over at his girlfriend's home. Justice Pusey, in her judgment, said the forced chores and the non-payment for duties are manifestations of slavery and human trafficking. She said she also believed that the victim was being truthful about housework, as it was evident from his demeanor, and that he was almost angry that he was made to do that duty. She said she believed that no money was paid to him, and highlighted that no housework was in either of the contracts. The couple's bail was extended until sentencing. Paralegal accused of fleecing millions in a property transaction. A paralegal is now behind bars after being charged by the fraud squad on Tuesday for fraudulent conversion and engaging in a transaction that involved criminal property. The accused is 50-year-old Georgia Messam White, a paralegal clerk of Village Green, St. Anne. It is alleged that between September 2018 and April 2019, Messam White received over $27 million from the complainant to purchase a property but failed to turn over the funds to the contracted attorney. The police were alerted, an investigation was launched, and she was arrested. She is scheduled to appear before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on February 16. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.